One of the questions we always get is, will our disc work with E-sets? And the answer is yes. You just have to follow these steps. So we're just going to go through from going to corn into canola. So I'll just start off by saying that the hub adjustment is exactly the same as what you would with a normal John Deere meter. So it's exactly the same. Take the clip out, turn it a couple turns until it's nice and tight, put the clip back in. The other thing you want to do is, this is your double eliminator, and what you can do is push it in, make sure it's in the middle, push it in until it clips, and this will take the double eliminator out of the equation. It'll get it out of the way. So this is made for when you're corn planting, and it'll knock out any other excess seeds that are being sucked up onto the plate. Well, this will push it in so that it's no longer working. If this becomes an issue, the other thing you can do is take these two screws out so that it can't pose any kind of issues as you're planting. So that is actually something that we do, is instead of pushing the clip in and the spring actually breaking or just popping back into place, we just take these two screws out so that it's out altogether. Another thing you have to do is, this is scraping the outside edge of the disc, and it's just this little tiny little spring here, and in the position that it's in right now, it's set up for corn. So all you do is just simply go with the spring, take it out and set it back. The other thing you have to do is, the brush right now is set up for corn. I want to go to canola. And you're ready to go for canola. Done. We don't have to use this woodpecker method here, and the woodpecker will, or tapper, whatever you want to call it, will actually, with the speed that the disc has to turn, will actually wear out the cells of your disc, and our disc will last longer. And the other difference would be that when you get your disc, you actually have to manually drill your own holes in the cell. So those are the two biggest differences between our disc and precision disc.
So a full row setup from going from empty, or let's say you're doing corn or beans or something last. This was set up for soybeans. Would be, you're gonna go plant canola. You wanna know how tough it is to switch the planter over. So first you disconnect your hoses. You take your meter unit off, and then you throw in the seed tube insert for so your monitor will work properly. Slide that in there. Then you put your row unit back on, and they do fit kind of snug once that's in there, but it should snap down. And then you open up your row unit. You'll take your RRV disc. You want to install it and then check for the tension. So if it's tapping like that, you know your disc is too loose, so you have to adjust it. Then you pop out your pin and then do your adjustment. Pin back in, your disc back in, and then check for tension. You can hear it's not tapping anymore. Check it, still turns relatively easy, so now you're set very well. After that, you got to pop out your little rubber wiper thing and replace it with the RRV knockout wheel. Back on. You're closing the door. Be gentle so you don't break any of the little tabs off. And then we move up to the top of the mini hopper. You pull out the John Deere screen. You take an RRV screen, sits right up against there, slides in. Take out the John Deere corn bean elbow. You take the John Deere slotted elbow, push that in. close that up, hook up your hoses, and you're good to go. We are underneath the CCS tank. Here's your doors and manifolds. The nozzle insert just clips over top, and what it does is it reduces the amount of seed that goes out to your rows, and it prevents hoses from plugging. So it just clips over top inside here, and you put it on there and make sure you take it out for big seeds because it will not feed otherwise. Okay, so this is the nozzle insert, and the way it's installed is you just pull it apart and slide it up over like you can see in the other part where it clips on the bottom of the manifold. A question that I've had asked a few times is my dealer shortchanged me on a nozzle insert on my 31 row planter. They didn't. One tank feeds one extra row than the other side. So as you can see on here, 12 is missing. It's over here. So this pipe actually doesn't go anywhere. So if you started here and you run out on the other side, your extra nozzle insert is on a blank on the left-hand tank.